Today, I would like to talk about this one experience that I had way back when I was, I believe, in primary school, grade 3, I think. That's how we kind of classified uh, the levels in primary school. We called it elementary school. Uh, it goes from grade 1 to grade 6. But this story that I would like to talk about mainly is about this this time when my friend and I had a really close friend back in grade 3. His name was Ben, and he was a good kid. No, granted, from time to time he would get into trouble with other kids, but I thought he meant well, you know. Um, but what do I know? I was just a kid. But we would chill and do a lot of stuff together. He would uh, he would be good at fishing, and it's something I wasn't really very good at. Um, and in class, at some point, he was also my my vice president actually, and I actually have another story to tell involving him, myself, and some spiders, and the principal, the school principal. But that is a story for another time. What I would like to talk about is this thing. One time we were walking. It was in the middle of the afternoon. I believe it was around 2 o'clock or something like that. We were walking, and all of a sudden, we encountered this figure, this man, a really tall man, you know, walking towards us. You know, at first glance, I immediately recognized who it was. It's actually one of those men that lived in this one compound where I believe some of them were our relatives from my father's side, I believe. But this specific person that I'm going to be talking about, he has this defect in one of his eyes. Um, Essentially, one of his eyes is missing, so you can just see an alcove, like there's nothing, just skin, really, flesh. And as soon as my friend saw the guy, he freaked out and he started running. As soon as he ran, all I could really do at that point was to follow him. He's actually way faster than me, so I was trailing a little bit behind, if I remember correctly. Not by a bit, or was it a lot? I don't quite recall. But I know he was leading, and I was following him. He freaked out when he saw the guys, so after he ran, I ran after him. I couldn't really stay because I guess I freaked out as well. But I've always seen him before. Um, his tendency was to hide, so he saw this tractor of some sort, like uh, like those things you see in the Philippines. They're called hand tractors. But he hid on the side of the wagon, and I suppose when he tried to hide, he saw this thing on the ground, something I did not see. So when I followed him, this thing on the ground, I stepped on it. And what I stepped on was carabao poop. Crispy on the outside, very warm on the inside. Carabao manure. Carabao shit. You're probably asking yourself, what the hell is a carabao? Well, I could show you the photo right now, but I am too lazy to do that, so just Google it yourself when you find the time. What carabao is, essentially, it's this cow-like creature, bull-like creature with a different shape of horns, really, set of horns. It's completely black, pretty badass, very metal. Um, and I stepped on its poop. I remember it being very crusty and crunchy on the outside, perhaps because it has dried out, but the inside was still pretty warm, pretty warm. And we thought it was hilarious. And I wasn't even wearing shoes. I was just wearing some slippers, you know. Like a lot of the kids in the Philippines would be wearing slippers. It's rare that you see someone in the province anyway, the barrio where my grandparents lived. Most of the people are wearing slippers. So I was wearing slippers at the time. I don't know if the Carabao poop was hot or warm because it was fresh. Clearly, it's not fresh. The outside was crusty, crunchy, but the inside was warm. So I guess it was just because of the current temperature at the time. It was very sunny, so it must have been very very warm and hot, humid. So it was warm on the inside. But yeah,